what's going on? Welcome to another podcast. Do what you love what you do. This is man, it's a long time coming, man. About time with y'all, man. Y'all always got something to do. I'm too big. Y'all too busy for my schedule, man.
You wanted to go at 12 o'clock at night, 3 o'clock in the morning.
We wanted to do an in-person one. So y'all,
bro, we here, bro.
Yeah, finally, man. Do what you love what you do.
20 plus years in the making.
We got I got two of my brothers with me. I've been knowing since I was 17 years old. By the way, this podcast is on Apple, it's on Spotify, it'll be on the YouTube channel, Motivate the Game, Instagram as well, Motivate the Game in the building. Dr. Harris, Coach Brooks, and myself, Jacob Crane, Coach Crane. Man, what's up, guys?
Man,
what's good?
Well, let me tell the people where we at.
Yeah, tell them where we at. The host.
We in the pub. We in the pub. We at the pull-up bar. We at the
pull-up bar.
So excuse the sweaty shirts, but the pub is a fitness center meets gentlemen's club, right? Gentlemen's lounge.
Whoa,
right?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hey, that is not SFP.
Gentlemen's club. Hold on.
We just
striving to get it done. But no, we took care of our fitness this morning. Got a nice hit in this morning in the pub before it get too hot. It's supposed to be like 100 degrees today. But then we'll cool off later with a nice cold beverage behind the bar. That's
again, strive for perfection. We just rented out the spot.
Look, you gotta keep it 100.
Nah, D,
you gotta keep it 100.
D, that's a dope spot. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't gotta go nowhere. I don't gotta go out. Just come down to the pub, bro. It's been a fire spot, bro. Pull up on.
Man, I just want to start off by saying how proud I am of y'all, man. It's it's been a long time coming. Between of us, you're looking at seven college degrees. I think you got 3, I got 2, you got 2.
Yeah.
So there's 7 college degrees in between us. Statistically, y'all would have to do some research. I don't think you're gonna find 3 black men with the accomplishments that we have pulled together. And knowing each other since we were 17. Me and Doc, we were roommates. And this bum right here was across the hall, country guy across the hall.
Whatever, bro.
But everybody's story
I brought
is crazy.
I brought the glue. I kept us all together.
Y'all, you barely made it.
But that's the wild part is like all these accomplishments, we knew each other before any of that, right? Like as we were striving for it, we pushed each other, right? And then I know I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for y'all. So I appreciate it, bro. Y'all let me in the crew. I ain't never left, bro. I was to sleep on the couch one time.
Yeah.
I never left, bro.
There you go.
I want to go ahead and jump right into it, man. I'm going to start with you, Brooks. Our platforms are similar with kids. All 3 of us. We're all leaders in some aspect and coaching to respect. Doc used to coach football. Both of y'all played football at Hampton, and y'all just kept using those tools and to develop where we at in our careers. But I'm gonna start with you first, Coach Brooks. Man, did you ever dream that or had this vision of Motivate the Game? Like, when did that vision start? First of all, I mean, did you ever think, even in Hampton, that oh man, I'm gonna be an entrepreneur, I'm gonna run my own business?
That's a great question. The crazy part about it is at Hampton, I went in as a computer science major. Then I failed my first math class in pre-college. And technically, if y'all knew this, pre-college, if you fail a class, you're supposed to not get in. And because God's timing had the right teacher, they put me in too high of a level of math. So after that, I went to my advisor like, I can't do all this math, because of course computer science had all this math. And I said, what's the easiest degree I can get and play football?
Yeah.
And they said psychology. So I went in and I got psychology, and fast forward, I remember I did my first internship where we were at a school, and I fell in love with it. And so to answer your question, no, this was not a dream per se. I thought I was going to play in the league. Then you get to college, you realize how hard it is to get to the league. So it was really when I got married that I was like, I got to become a professional at something.
Yeah. And
then that's when the clock started turning. That's when I went back and got my degree. And then got my master's degree. And then fast forward, right before COVID, it was like, this is my time to jump in, right? You double dutching for all these years. When is the right time? Then I felt like mission met my moment. All these kids were looking for something to do. They were needing something. So that's when Motivate the Game came in. But no, I would have never thought, and it's still growing. I don't even know what Motivate the Game is now. It's metamorphosing into its own kind of butterfly, so to speak. So we every day.
I want to jump in, man, because I definitely want to take credit for it. Because I mean,
take credit. That is
to be honest with the people, man. I want to be honest.
You're honest about
what? He was having
bro?
phone calls. He be like, hey, I don't be no entrepreneur.
Oh,
I know what you doing, Jake.
Now I'm 6 years in the game, bro. Retired my wife, 6 years in the game, bro. Been able to help hundreds, if not thousands of kids, been all over the country, all with the idea to help and to inspire and to motivate. Just this crazy idea, mixing sports and the therapeutic part of it together. I know it's been done 1,000 different ways, but the way we do it has been special, bro. We've been able to make a lot of But yes, dope. Jake, you gave me a platform to come under, bro.
Yeah, royalties. It's called royalties.
Check it though. Let me add that I really admire, and I haven't told y'all this, but I definitely admire the entrepreneurial spirit that you guys have brought to our relationship. I think, I remember Jake at 18, 19 years old, you bought a house, right? And I'm like, man, this joker bought a house? Like, how you buy a house?
That's a whole nother story, too.
But he's been, Jake, you've been doing your own thing and being an entrepreneur, and I think, you're right. Dan, you got bit by that bug, man, and you set a foundation for us, and you showed us a way and a path that is independent. You showed us a way of a path that has no ceilings, right? Because you go out and you get it. You've always hustled. You've always grinded. You was always making money on the side, doing this or doing that. And I definitely think the things that we've been able to do outside of our careers, and definitely with Brooks and his entrepreneurial spirit has been due to your leadership, man.
Absolutely,
so
man, I appreciate it. Well, I mean,
I can give it to you.
Yeah, okay. Well,
took it.
We're gonna take it to another spot because we started this middle school all-star thing, right? And it's evolved, to a national event. Motivate the Game came in, hit the ground running. And now he's too big for me.
You can't afford me, bro. You can't afford me. That's what it is.
I mean, it's crazy that we
double up, bro, triple up.
But it was just to have you, and you still talk to some of the young people from the All-Star weekend and middle school event to see that evolve. And you right by me. Doc came in one year, just jumped right in. Was everything, hospitality, everything. He was doing everything. Don't have no jumper, but you was in there.
No jumper, Doc.
But yeah, I appreciate that, man. I want to slide over to Dr. Harris, man.
Dr. Harris.
I didn't even think you would ever get your doctorate. I went to school with you.
I was the best in school. Never got nothing but A's.
First of all, we're PE majors, so it's from
PE to a doctorate, bro.
But I can tell you, I don't know how we chose that, but it ended up we had the most credits to graduate.
Had a minor in
science. Yeah, we had. I mean, it was crazy. We basically paid for a whole nother semester.
Did y'all know y'all learned y'all had the same major when y'all became roommates?
I was undecided.
He was undecided.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we started.
I want to coach.
You wanted to coach. I was like,
football didn't work out. I could stay around sports if I could coach. So
you decided once you.
Once we got there, we needed a major. We didn't. I remember.
Oh, you was undecided too.
Yeah, major in football.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
So to go back to my original question, like I always knew I wanted to continue to be around sports and coach. Mm-hmm. D did too. After you finished playing, so
I didn't know how to.
Man, so you walked in. In college, after football, and then you got a teaching job, and you was coaching. So everybody thought you was next up to be a head coach. Like you was moving up. Grimsley was growing. Y'all was turning around, and all of a sudden you was like, you came and was like, I'm gonna be in this cohort, Jake. Mm-hmm. So where did that come from? Was it? It was
an opportunity, man. But it's funny when you look at something, you have a different perspective of what a role is, right? being naive in the school system, doing what we're doing in the school
Yeah.
suspension, I just assumed that the assistant principals that was sending kids down to ISS, they didn't do nothing. I said, but I can do that. I said, I can send a kid to ISS, they don't do nothing. I said, so I can make some money and be an assistant principal and do the same thing they doing, but have a bigger impact. But little did I know, the role has a lot of, a lot of leadership components that roll into it. So when we were doing Man Up and when we were doing in-school suspension and putting programs together for kids, and working with the community to make sure
It was
kids
the police in the schools.
was right, it just gave me another vantage point on how I could impact kids and help kids, right?
Nah,
So we was already coaching them.
Yeah.
We was already coaching them, and then we was taking them on college tours.
Yeah.
We was getting them tutored. We was doing intramurals, and these is kids that was always in trouble, man.
Always in
But
trouble.
we just gave them somebody to connect with. So I feel like it was an opportunity to capitalize on the skill I had, right? I think God gave us all our individual gifts. I think that at that time, that was a gift for me, and I was able to capitalize and get into a cohort where it will put me in a position to continue impacting kids' lives, right? So, and to this day, I think I've been able to spread my impact on students, man. So
Let's talk about some of the lessons
didn't know
that
where
you
it was going.
learned, right? When you was building the mentoring programs.
Yeah.
We had one in church. We took the kids to the beach for the first time. Some of them never been to the beach.
Yep.
We took some jokers to out of town trip. We put tape on the door. We already knew what was going down, right? We took them to things that we were doing years ago.
So the biggest lesson that sticks out to me is the power of community, man. Because we wasn't getting paid to do none of that. We didn't have, we had a couple dollars from our pocket, but what was impactful was the way the community came together. So community is very important, and that was the biggest takeaway, right? So we would be able to get kids fed by partnering with folks like Chipotle and Shane's Rib Shack, and just getting out to the community, asking for support.
Yeah.
We had some good friends of ours, some family of ours that just believed in what we was doing for kids, and because of that, they said, "Hey, this is taken care of. If you're gonna organize, you're gonna take these kids here, then we'll put up some bread for a hotel, or we'll buy out some T-shirts, or we'll let you use this space." So we was able to do it not because we was able to afford everything. We was able to do it because we had the power of community, I would say.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Being able to come together and make sure we was
But
impacting
hold on,
lives is important.
let's highlight what you do and who you are. Though. We ain't even said that. We built it up. He is the Guilford County Principal of the Year, bro. Like in all of Guilford County. Then there's the Regional Principal of the Year, and then we got to the final step, nomination for the state North Carolina State Principal
we
of
lost.
the Year. So
We lost.
but to be a
like
part
LeBron,
of
like LeBron, get to the championship and lose.
Hey, but come on.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I got some LeBron fans back there, man. Yeah, both of y'all, man.
But for from where we started to get to and to reach and to aspire to get to the level and the pinnacle and the peak of our career, it's not much. We're in most of the time in a thankless job, a unnoticed positions, right? What we do and working and the impact and all the stuff that we make. So for you to get recognized, just from what I see every day, right? I'll be honest with you, like Doc is the most disciplined individual
that we know.
I've
Between the three of us,
I've ever seen. If he lock in on anything, now mind you, in between the lock in, there's a lot going on. But when Daryl locks in and Doc locks in, it's unbelievable. So to see him waking up at 5 o'clock every morning, locking in, getting to school, never missing an hour, never cutting a corner. I just love the fact that it was recognized and people saw the greatness because, I can't say I've ever been at that peak level of performance, and you were just doing it because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what leaders do, bro. Yeah. So,
well, I mean, he's different. I mean, you got. I think about my associates and my tight circle. Like you said it. If discipline was in the dictionary, it'd be Doc.
Doc.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've just never seen any. We tell us I just never seen anybody that's so disciplined and you said it, not taking shortcuts.
Not taking none.
Like me and you, we get on the phone, we like
figure out being this way.
Right.
Man, if I cut, bro.
Right. Yeah. We trying to cut corners, we trying to get there.
Yeah,
even from day one.
Hold up, man.
This dude
it ain't easy. It ain't supposed to be easy though.
This dude was a walk-on at Hampton.
Walked on. Follow
Right?
me to practice.
You had a scholarship.
Hey, how I get there, bro? That's how I met Doc. That's first. That's how. Hey, bro, you going to football? Come on, young man. Come on, young.
But that process, right? Just me watching, you're like, man, this dude never missed a workout. Like, you know what I'm saying? We would stay out all night, not go to bed at 3, 4 in the morning. But this dude never missed a workout.
And I gotta put it so you guys understand. I earned my scholarship after I never touched the field. Was able to earn my scholarship and work my way up to have my scholarship. But I just want to set the tone. Like, there's not a lot of people who do that. But then on the flip side, Daryl was not on scholarship, but got to the point of becoming a captain. Team captain. So that's the level of discipline where he didn't have to. He didn't have to show up. Nobody was checking for him. He didn't have to do the things he did, and he became a team captain. So that's
blue band, baby.
Blue band, boy.
But
Coach Hall.
Let's talk about that. How was somebody? We all play sports, right?
Yeah.
You got but.
Some of us,
Well, y'all play sports. It is. I want to talk about the locker room dynamic though, because you got. Tell us about the experience. You got Daryl didn't play that much, right?
Yeah.
But he had probably the most respect in the locker room. So how was that locker room?
And I think, I'll put this on there. I think it's so dope because on every team there's some individuals who don't garner that respect. Let me say that who may not get certain levels of respect. But to be around Doc and for us to be in similar situations where the play time may not have been where we wanted it, but still the level of respect and the team chemistry and the culture that we got to be a part of, and going back to Hampton and being a part of the homecoming, like it's still a level of respect there, even if we didn't get the playing time. So that was dope to be a part of because it's not a lot of people that you can get around who's fighting for a spot, right? Me and Doc were both fighting
every day, fight life.
For our life, just to get on, and for me to be able to start on as a preferred walk-on and work my way up and be right alongside him. I think we earned traveling together for the first time, and that was my first time on the airplane, was with the football team. So getting to do that and be a part of that with Doc, that's really what I think outside of just our friendship from being roommates grew even more. He was on defensive side, I'm on offensive side, and watching his discipline, I couldn't quit. Right? I remember, out on Chestnut, bro, we wake up, this dude getting up, it's 5:30 in the morning. We beating the crackheads up, bro, and we running every morning. So being a part of that discipline,
I ain't going to that.
I ain't going.
Come on, man.
Getting up,
bro.
bro.
Out there by myself.
It was crackhead. So to answer your question, bro, it was dope to. And we played again with some amazing guys, right? So we had the most NFL combine, 11 in the draft, 11 at the combine, most out of any college. We got to play with some quality guys, and to be a part of that and still be able to earn some respect is super dope. We got 3 rings a part of it, and we were a part of those rings, and we just didn't get a ring. So it was dope.
Yeah, I think for me the experience was I ain't played football. I wasn't on the basketball team, but I was around all the athletes. But these 2 guys, when I was with them, their name I had so much respect around campus and with the team, and I didn't have to worry about anything.
You was good. You was good.
I was good. Whether it was
you would have thought he played football.
Yeah, you would have thought on football and basketball team. It didn't matter. I was there. I was there.
But it was cool, man. I mean, I really appreciated that time at Hampton. I feel like it helped me to learn, or not. It just confirmed that hard work is what will get you what you need. I knew I wasn't on scholarship, and I ain't had no other avenue. So it was all about hard work. It was hard work in the weight room, working out. It was trying to do the things that other folks wasn't doing because I had to separate myself in some form of fashion. And every year it was, hey, just get a little faster, we got you. Just get a little faster, we got you.
Never got a little faster.
Nah, I didn't. I knew. My way on that
It worked fast.
Special teams was my ticket. Special teams was and I found my role. And I firmly believe, man, God won't bless you with more until you take care of what He's giving you. Wow. You take care of the little before you take, take care of the rest. Right there. So special teams was it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I tried my best to make an impact there. and he got me on the bus.
I was a scout team guy, bro.
I was
scout team all
They
American,
want to see
bro.
me in the scout team.
Hey, bro, that scout team, boy, I got scout team player of the year. I'm proud of that.
Yeah, if there was a manager, that would have been me. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at it at the whole. Let me tell you the story. So
John.
we
Jack,
go to Miami. We go to Miami right before the draft.
Man. That's another episode.
And
Come on, man.
and me, I'm like, we got used to our van. We ain't getting in the club. The line around the corner. So I came up with this plan. I was like, look, yo, D, you going to the league? We gave him a name and everything. We just used his real name. I got out. It was me and some other homeboys. Like, look, my man about to go to the league. We had a black SUV pulled up.
No money.
Yeah, no money.
None.
Got to the front of the line, got in, had a table and everything.
You know, that's before or after you got your scooter stolen.
Oh, chill.
Fake it till you make it.
And then we tried that. Fast forward 20 years later, it didn't work out the same.
Yeah.
But those are good times, bro. And that's the crazy part. Like doing more of these podcasts, more memories, more things. But we've been through a lot to now not only be working, but to be fathers and to be husbands and to lead our families and our houses. And Jake, it's just crazy. Like for both things that me and Dara have done, you're right in the middle of it. Like you have been a catalyst to kind of helping us to get in position and kind of giving us that information that we didn't have, right? On top of teaching us how to drink and all that. That was all
Drink
Jake.
water.
I had never
Drink water. Strive for perfection.
So
teach him how to drink water. You see it right here, baby.
So Jake, with Strive for Perfection and with everything you back to Dream Chasers and all that stuff,
Dream
boy.
Chasers,
Dream
man.
Chasers, boy.
Dream Chasers.
Tell me what has fueled your continuing entrepreneurial kind of where did it start? Let's go there. Where did even your desire to be an entrepreneur or even that kind of come from?
Even back in high school, I've always been, like D said, a hustler. Whether it was my boy D shot damn right, he's working Foot Locker. We would get shoes and sell them out the back of his car. Or
You used to get shoes?
Yeah, you get shoes. Get shoes.
Yeah.
Throwback. I had one of my big bros. He went to the military. He used to send me throwback jerseys, Mitchell and Ness, and he'll send me a pack.
Mitchell and West.
And he'd be like, "Look, sell these, give me back, whoop-de-whoop." Right? So I've always been a hustler. And I think what motivates me is now is creating a legacy that my kids, right, whatever job they want, creating something where they can continue to earn money on top of what they're doing, right? I love teaching, right? The name of the show is Do What You Love, Love What You Do. So for a lot of sometimes entrepreneurs, right, they might have to give up something, or they might get stressed out on their job, or they quit their job and go into the business. Well, for me, I love being around kids. So I had to find out what can I do to incorporate my love for kids, my love for sports, my love for coaching and mentoring. So everything I do is evolved around that. And then now to see that my sons are getting older, Joey has to run a clock. He know how to do a book during the game. He know how to run the front, at the age of 10. He's doing things that I hire people to do, that are 16, 17 years old. Right, so he basically knows how to do every function in the tournament, except put out fires and talk to adults. But everything he knows.
But he grew up in the gym watching you, and I think what we as fathers have to remember is that we're models, right? And everything our kids see us do, they're gonna pick up the good, the bad. So having Joey in that gym, like your kids live in the gym. So, but what they see is. They see you leading, they see you coaching, they see you taking care of other kids, they see you being active, right? They see all those things, man. So they can't help but pick those things up, those skills up, man. And you right, like somebody like me, I pay a couple $100 for Levi to take some classes on how to work a camera and be a videographer, right? But that's a skill that your son is gonna learn just by watching you, just being in the gym, man. So you have, I think, with your leadership, your entrepreneur, just so much untapped potential for any and everything. Like I said, the sky's the limit, man, when you're
and that's the
an
word.
entrepreneur,
That's the word.
you know?
Legacy, man. That's why, man. My mission, my mantra has legacy in it.
Legacy,
You know, as part of my mantra is leaving a legacy for my family is an everyday goal for me.
Absolutely.
So every day I wake up, I say my mantra. But man, I want to jump back to you guys, man, and let's talk about this leadership thing, man. Y'all, I mean, you're leading teachers and admin. You got assistant principals going on to do things. You on the leadership side have to train your employees to kind of think like you. Man, talk about some of the frustrations, because I know, and for me when I run events, I think the biggest frustrating part for me is if I have to do it, why do I need you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Real.
And I haven't got over that hump yet.
That's real.
You know, because everybody said, "Oh, coach, you got to delegate. You got to delegate." I feel like the time I spend delegating, the time I spend teaching you,
Yeah.
I could already have it done.
That's
So,
right.
I mean,
but you gotta grow people, man. And that's what leadership is about, in my opinion. You gotta be able to grow people, and organization. And I did a session with Brooks actually, and the session was around developing leadership in others, right? So when you develop leadership in others, your organization will thrive, right? And I firmly believe that the more leaders you have in an organization, the better your organization will be. But you don't do that by telling them what to do and letting them figure it out on their own. Sometimes you let them figure out, but most times you got to coach them through it. You got to coach them through it, but you got to give them. You've got to build them up. You've got to give them some. What's the word I'm looking for? You just got to encourage them. You got to encourage them. You got to give them some trust. But leadership comes with trust, right? So if I don't trust you, or if you don't trust in the direction that we're going, if I haven't set a clear vision for where we're going, you don't have anything to reference back to when it's time for you to make a decision on your own, right?
Yeah.
So we've got to first cast a clear vision for your organization, and the people that are working with you, so that when you're not around, they will move the way you would move when you're there, right? I tell my folks in my building, you guys are an extension of me. You guys are an extension of my leadership, right? I don't need you coming to me for every decision, but we've got to spend enough time together. I've got to cast a clear enough vision so that when I'm not around and they're in their spaces leading, which I need them to do, expect them to do, they will lead as an extension of what we got going on. So it's always some frustrations with it, because you can't be everywhere all at once, right? But there's frustration with people trying and learning and growing too, right? And I think you just got to be eye with that, because there's no growth when everything's smooth, right? Those aren't, you miss opportunities to grow, when you don't have some challenges.
Definitely. What you got, bro?
And I think along the lines of that, I think one of the biggest things that I have to remember, because you said it, like trying to train my staff and my coaches to think and be like me, but I also got to understand that I want them to be them, right? And I want them to become the best versions of themselves, not lose themselves because they can't be me, right? And I think early on, I would get frustrated because they wouldn't do things the way I would do it. But soon I realized that that's why we have a team, because them doing it their way, as long as they incorporate what's been taught, then there's some clients that may not rock with me, that may rock better with them, or they may take more to or build better rapport with them with how they are. So I think the biggest kind of hurdle is allowing individuals to be themselves and helping to cultivate their own style for themselves, while also having the culture and the heart of what we do. At times I still think that I brought on a staff too quick, and I said I don't think you're ever ready.
Yeah.
But I think I've had a lot of, one of the hard things that I know we're going to work through, that I'm experiencing now. I've built up these leaders, and then leaders leave, right? Leaders become leaders, and they do their thing. And at first it was, man, why they leaving? But that's the goal, and that's what I got to remember, is that if I help them to grow, then they should grow their wings. So that's kind of the season I'm in now, is having individuals, I saw a spark in them, seeing that spark come to life, and seeing them, grow to fruition and they finishing their degrees and working towards a licensure, and then they're leaving. Then they're finding their own thing. So that's the level of frustration. But I'm super proud that I know wherever they're going, they're taking a part of what's been taught, and that's my biggest thing is that at the end of the day, I don't know how long I'll be in this space because I know God got more things for me, but I know that they're taking a part of, what they've learned from me and adding it into what they do.
That's the beauty of leadership, man. And when you get people to grow, then you set the bar, right? So now people are seeking out your organization because I know that's a place I can go and advance. I know that's a place I could go and develop a skill or trait and then take on to be, I added tool in my tool belt wherever it is I go, right? So I embrace. I told my folks, I said I don't want anybody to work for me that doesn't want to be a principal. I don't want no AP that don't want to be a principal.
Don't want to be a principal.
Right? Like that's what I need, and the expectation is that you're going in a couple years.
I mean, you set the bar, man.
Because now when the new AP come, the standard is there, the bar is set, right? And now everybody's got to work toward it. And who wins though? The organization. The kids win at the end of the day, right? So the organization will thrive the more leaders you have, and I stand by that.
Man, a couple of things I'm learning is, and I say this all the time to my wife, my assistant coaches, and then we're all leaders in the community, right? I tell it to my kids all the time because everywhere we go is Coach Crane, Coach Crane, Coach Crane. And I just try to tell them, like, man, everything y'all do is an extension of what we built because they're a part of it. And I tell my assistant coaches, like, once you sign on to be with Meadowbrook High School, even what you post, if they see you out, oh, ain't you assistant coach with Coach Crane, or ain't you assistant coach at Meadowbrook? Yeah. Everything ties back to that organization, like you said. So, during our coaches meeting, I say, look, hey, I know y'all got y'all lives, but just know that everything you do is a representation or extension of me outside of this, once you step out this gym. So, I have to trust you to make good decisions outside the court, just the kids too. So you can't post. I don't need you posting stuff after the game or social media. You can't do that because they come back even though I didn't post it. Yep, I might not post it, but now they look at me. Oh, you hired that coach,
and it's on the brand.
Yeah, it's on the brand. That's one thing I learned from my AD. Shout out to Joy Richardson, who's she's seen me grow from the beginning, from all my kids, and she's actually supported SFP athletics and allow me to let it grow within the Meadowbrook community. And I've learned a lot from her. She sat me down before. She's like, look, you're doing too much. I'm cutting access out, right? So one thing I learned about her is not taking shortcuts, right? Make sure your paper is in order. Yeah. Make sure everything is in order.
Facility usage.
Everything. Make sure everything is in order. Before you do it. And now when I come with ideas, I know the standard. I know what she expects.
Absolutely.
I say, hey, this is what I want to do. This is how I'm gonna do it. These are my times, right? And from then, it's always been okay. She give me feedback and let us rock out. So we've been a staple in that Meadowbrook community. We've been able to do basketball camps, summer camps, back to school, giveaways, bike giveaways at Christmas. So we've been able to do a lot of things in that community through my support of the AD. The win's not translating yet. But I think the coach
talking about losing.
The coach is good.
Meadowbrook basketball, boy. We
got some legends though. Don't worry about it.
You got some legends. We gotta make
leave them alone.
I'm gonna leave them today. I'm gonna leave you alone. I ain't gonna mess with you yet.
Yet is a powerful word.
That's it. Yeah.
Just staying yet.
It's coming.
Oh yeah, year 3.
It's coming.
Year 3.
Yeah, year 3. You told me year 3.
I told you year 3 is when it turns.
But you keep doing the little things. You just keep working. Ain't no shortcut.
It's gonna happen when it's happening.
It's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. And one season, 1 year, 1 day, 1 game, it's gonna click for your team, man. And then you're gonna be like, damn, we did it, right?
Yeah.
We did it. We didn't maybe expect to do it, or we didn't maybe expect to do it so fast, man. But you got to stack wins, right? And the wins, but before the game, the wins being practice, the wins being in the weight room, the wins being class. So stacking wins and then the wins will come on court.
Absolutely.
The wins will come on court. You know what I'm saying?
So definitely. So look, guys. Let's switch to this family part, right? We all husbands. We all dads. Man, I'm proud of Brooks. Only got one for some reason. I told him go ahead. Yeah.
Smart man.
Leave me alone.
But you know, you try to find a balance, but in reality, there's never gonna be a balance, right? Now our kids are growing up playing sports. Our schedules are crazy. Man, Brooks, Jack started just playing sports. You know, me and Deep kind of been watching our kids play. Tell us about the feeling. You know, even though he just starting out. What is
the wild part is how I wanted to introduce sports to him, right? Because you know, for me, you know, growing up, sports wasn't introduced to me. I just went out to play. Like one day, I didn't want to do chores, so I stayed out to school, and I was like, oh, I can play sports. Like sports wasn't a thing really that was like shown to me growing up. You know, grandparents were older, they were doing their thing. We just kind of did some after school stuff. So for me, it was like, how do I want to show it to him? So all of last year, I just took him to every sporting event I could, just to let him have a open idea of what, you know, the top level of something looked like. Just see what he grasped to.
Yeah.
And he ended up loving baseball, right? He loved watching baseball. I think it was more so the popcorn. He loved going to baseball, and that was the sport he would just watch the most of. So he got a chance to come around and play t-ball. And, you know, I really didn't want to intervene a lot. Like, it's the first time him around other kids. You know, he's the only child. So I just wanted to see how he did by himself. And, bro, needless to say, first year he thrived, right? First 2 sessions of a lot of emotions, you know, because he didn't know how to compete. He didn't know if competition was good. Like, what am I supposed to beat them? So being able to not just teach just to be teaching, but to teach what he needed was what was the standpoint I took, right? Let's just see what he does and then teach from there. By the third little session and him being out there, he was loving it. And then, like I said, the thing that I realized that he fell in love with that we're going to work through, like the first time he like had an in the park little t-ball home run and everybody screamed and yelled, "Go Jack!" He lit up, like the smile and how much he loved it. Then he started to like feed off of it. So it's been great to see that. Also great to see what type of parent I'm going to be, right? And mind you, I don't know much about.
That's where I'm going next.
I don't know much about baseball.
Which dad are you going to be?
I was chilling. I was off to the side. I did good. And Nicole did great because she kind of grounded me. So the first couple sessions, Jack wanted me out there. But then after that, because I coach, I enjoyed allowing him to learn from other people and watch that. So I sat back and just let, you know, I love that he would look over at me and want some feedback. And that was dope. Hey, don't do that. Don't do this. So this season, and for this T-ball, I was the parent. I sat back. And then got to talk to the coach afterwards. This is his first time playing? Yeah, this is the first time. He ain't playing. He need to keep playing, bro. So that was really cool to see. But Jack enjoyed the cheers, and Jack enjoyed being around the other kids. And that's all I can ask for. I want him to do an individual sport next. I want to get him in golf or tennis or swimming eventually. I want to see how he does when everything's on him, because he enjoyed getting to every ball when somebody hit it. Like Jack will be the only one running after it, and that's a lot of emotion to kind of balance when other kids aren't getting there and am I doing too much? So now I want to see how he does with an individual sport, if he can give that same effort. So
yeah, well, I'm going to jump to D because this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
As my nephew's going to middle school next year.
Shout out to Levi, turns 11 today.
Happy birthday.
This episode is for you, man.
That's it.
I'm going to give you some words of encouragement at the end. So, me and Brooks, man, we always mad at D because Levi is a physical specimen at his age. Because we work with kids Levi's age all the time, and it's not normal. What Levi's body looks like at this age. You know, even Noah, like, see Noah work out, like they love being in the gym with you. What'd you say? They follow what their dad do. They follow what their dad do. So what kind of dad, you know, are you gonna be? Are y'all gonna talk about it? I'm gonna tell you before you answer. No, you go ahead and answer, and I'm gonna tell y'all my experience. Cause your dad is actually too. So what you got?
So we figured it out. we're figuring it out. And I think it's all learning lessons, right? You know, and you hear different things, but you got to go off of your experiences as well.
Yeah.
Right. I remember, you know, when I coached.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I remember parents wanting to come talk to you about playing time, and
Yeah.
you already know what the kid doing in practice, so
Right, right.
you understand it. And Levi's getting to an age now where it's not pay to play no more. You got to
Right.
make a team. You got to earn a spot. And you got to work through that.
Right.
So
And you still got to pay.
Yeah.
You still got to pay.
But I feel like I want to be the parent that sits back. I'm not calling the coach, asking the coach to put you in. I'm not asking the coach for more playing time or anything like that. I'm gonna talk you through it, right? So this past tournament, Levi made some bad plays or some errors in the outfield. And then the next game, he got benched, right? He got benched, and we talked about it. We talked about how that felt. And I'm like, it don't feel fun to just sit there and watch everybody else play, right? But we're in an all-star league, so the talent is better. So you're just not gonna be able to rely on the things that got you by in rec league. So asked him what you want to work on. He said pop flies. So we went out to the park and just hitting flies to him so he could get under his glove, catch the flies. Next game, he doesn't start again. He's a little down. I think he maybe struck out. So, you know, and I'm gonna talk about what Brooks helped him do. But he struck out, so now I can see he's in his head. He gets out in the outfield because they finally put him in. Ball comes his way, he make a play.
Yeah.
Right.
And the lesson in that for me was, look, Levi, we ain't gonna complain about this. We're not gonna complain about that. I said. You said you found an area that you feel like you needed some growth in. We went out, we worked on it, and then you had an opportunity. You had an opportunity, and you made a play. We talk all the time: preparation plus opportunity equals success, right? So that for me is what I needed him to see. I needed him to put together. I found an area, I worked on it, and I had an income. I needed to put those things together for him outside of talking to his coach. Like, we don't need to talk to the coach because it's up to you. It's on you. So I want to be that silent dad in the background, helping him through those lessons, but also plugging him with the supports that he needs, you know, mentally, psychologically. And shout out to Ashley, my wife, Levi's mom. She pours a lot into Levi. Like, more than what you would think a mom would do. Oh, that's the dad's job. Nah, Ashley is out there throwing balls at Levi. Ashley's out there swinging the bat with Levi, getting them coaching sessions and lessons and running them here, running them there, speaking positive affirmations to Levi. We did some hypnosis drills for him.
Yeah, that was good.
And all that is paid off, man. So I think he gets it on both ends, because she is the oh, I'm gonna talk to you after every play. Come to the gate. Come to the gate. I'm gonna talk to you after every play, and I'm gonna let him loose and let him go, and then we'll figure it out later. So he's getting some real good support there. And then he was in a slump, and I said, man, Brooks, man, I need you to come out and do a session with him. He had a whole tournament. The Joker swung the bat one time. Yeah. So now I know that that's not an ability thing. That's a confidence and a mental thing.
Confidence thing.
So he ain't swing the bat. I'm like, you ain't gonna hit nothing if you don't swing the bat. Right? So call Brooks. I said, I need some sessions for Levi. So his confidence is gone. He's in his head. Brooks came out, did some work with him. We kept working. Yeah. And then just to see him get out there and start gradually swinging the ball more, swinging the bat more, making some plays, and his confidence getting back, man. So just like I said, man, just putting together that hard work. Hard work equals outcomes, right? We can't cut. That's the only way I knew it. So that's the only way we're gonna
that's the separation.
Show,
that's
right?
the separation factor, and I tell these kids all the time.
That's the only way we're gonna get it.
Real quick, talk about Noah and his wrestling. Like, what made Noah do wrestling? Did you ever wrestle?
I never wrestled. Okay. Shout out to my pops, because they all wrestled. I wish, and looking back now,
he did, but he took some L's.
Looking back now,
he took some L's in that wrestling.
That was something I wish I would have. Something I wish I would have done. I think it would have made me a better football player, especially on the defensive side of the ball, just wrestling. But Noah, Levi's the oldest, so Levi had his thing. So we want Noah to be able to find his thing.
Yeah.
So my thing was we're gonna put our kids in as many different sports
Correct.
as possible and see what he gravitates to. Noah's a lot more aggressive. He likes to play fight. He likes to run and hit you. So I said, all right, he's fighting with his big brother all the time.
Right.
So
6
he
years
said,
old.
let's see what karate does. He did karate for a little bit. I think it was a little slow for him. So Noah needs to go.
Right.
And I've learned that about my kid. Noah needs to run. So I think track is going to be good for Noah. So we're going to get him in that. Wrestling was good for Noah because I want him to learn that you can physically impose your will on somebody else. I think that's a confidence thing, right? So we're working towards that because he'll fight his brother, he'll fight his sister, but we get out there on the wrestling mat, he don't know that it's okay to fight and be aggressive. It's okay to do that here, right? So we're working on that. He wants to play football, so we've taken him out.
Recruited.
He does.
You get him recruited. First round draft pick, baby.
And you Brooks mentioned not being a baseball dad because he don't know the sport. I didn't play baseball either.
Right.
So when I'm out there with Levi, we talking about basic level things, right? I don't know the baseball terminology, all the rules and all of that, so I'm learning it now. But we talk about hustle, we talk about those types of things. But when it comes to Noah playing football, I can get with him.
Right. I think that's the cool thing, man. I think I'm probably a mixture of both of you guys. Y'all know my dad, man, and we always joke that if my mom wouldn't have tell my dad to come out for me, I probably would have been in college after this.
You probably would have.
But the ability to my dad, our workouts used to be crazy, and he wasn't letting off of me. He wasn't letting off of me. So, like y'all said, I think with me being a head coach, I see it with these kids all the time. The separation factor is who putting in the most work outside of regular practice. Right, we didn't grow up with trainers and stuff, but we used to go outside and put up reps. For me, just put up reps, jumpers, whatever sport we in. We doing it. We just putting in work. But now they got trainers and things like that.
Absolutely.
But if you're not getting trained, you getting left behind. You know what I'm saying? So Levi gonna have to go through middle school, right?
He's going through it now. Levi was at a spot where he was the best kid on the team just because he was the best kid on the team. He never played baseball, but he could run, he could throw. He was just athletic, right? And now he's getting older, and that separation is closed, right? He's not the best out there no more just because
he can run fast.
That's not it anymore. Right now we've got kids are taking batting lessons. They're going to the batting cages every day.
Especially like baseball. Baseball is a skilled sport.
So he's seeing that now. Yeah. So then that's why, again, we do the things with Brooks or my wife will do the things with the batting lessons and I'll do the things in the yard and we'll take him out to the field. We'll hit off a pitching machine. We'll do those things because we can't rely just on his skill talent. He's gonna get left behind.
Yeah.
But I think we preach that to him enough now, and he's being put in a position to be able to see it. I've got to do something every day. I've got to do something with baseball every day.
What's the differences between Joey and Daniel? I know I have mine as far as sports goes. Like watching them, I don't even want to say what I see. Like for you as a dad to have Joey and then Daniel, they two completely different personalities.
Right. All day, man. First of all, they fight every day. And then they sleep with each other at night.
Yes.
But I think Joey loves the attention. His confidence is at 110.
That's good for him.
And he does fairly well in sports, right? But he doesn't. He's like his dad, right? He ain't gonna put in maximum effort outside of it, He gonna play. And that was my downfall in sports. I was good. I was solid. But if I was winning and I was getting praise, I'm like, I'm good. I need to put in extra work for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Daniel's total opposite. He don't really care about the attention. You know what I'm saying? When he get awards, Danny got the dog. Danny got the dog in him, right? So Joey probably gonna be like a coach type motivator. His role, but his confidence up there. Joey's confidence and IQ is always going to keep him in the mix.
The most mentally engaged kid I've ever seen. I've never seen a kid that mentally engaged.
Daniel ain't looking at no film. You know what I mean? Ain't looking at no film.
Put me in, coach.
Give me the ball, Dad.
Give me the ball. Film. And to see him do swimming, it's crazy.
And to have the same competitiveness in swimming, he wants to win.
He wants to win. He wants to win.
Yeah.
You can't teach that.
Man, that's pretty cool. And I just try to fix my schedule. And we all travel. Like we all get to experience. Like our kids, man, our kids get to live a life. That's what I'm talking about, man. The life that our kids live is not normal. Man.
Yeah, bro.
It's not normal, man.
You get to go to Turks and Caicos and come back and go to a basketball
Jamaica,
camp.
all of that.
Yeah, it's not normal. So for me, it's finding that balance. Like we have these conversations, and I show them like if there's an opportunity for me to help somebody on the side of the road or wherever we at. Like I show them. Like recently, we just had it was a older lady in the pool, and she needed help getting out the pool. Like in my mind, there was no hesitation that I needed to go help, and for me to do that in front of them. You know, and to see it was an older white lady at that. You know what I'm saying? So for me to do those things in front of them to show them like, yeah, I know we on vacation, we having fun, but in our heart, in the Crane family, like giving is up there. Like that's one of our standards.
We're helpers.
You know? Yeah, that's what we do.
You can't preach that. You can't preach that and then have an opportunity in front of them and not cash in on it. So I mean, it's about it's about what we're showing our family. It ain't just about that lip service, right? We got to be doers of what we say. You know?
Absolutely.
So we're gonna wrap it up. Yeah. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. Make sure you follow Motivate the Game.
That's it.
On all platforms. SFP Athletics. Coach Jay Crane.
You're gonna get no IG hair dot.
No face, no case.
I don't even know how to follow this dude, man. We might have to put his email.
Bro, his leadership stuff is on the way, bro. Hey, we can't cap that.
We tried. What name did he come up with? What was the name of your company?
Come on, man. Don't worry about it.
But it's coming. We got Dr. Harris coming soon. DrHarris.com coming soon.
That's it.
And we gonna help you out, D. But
Doc
definitely
Moose Doc.
shout out to my man Levi, man. Hey, super proud of you.
Happy birthday,
Keep going,
bro.
man. You know the sky is not the limit. You could go above the sky in the universe. Just keep going,
us, bro.
We love you.
And I got shout out to my wife, bro. I'm gonna say this, bro. Without my wife, right? You shout out your wife. Hey, but just to say again, without these guys and without my wife, bro, I wouldn't be doing none of this, man. My wife is the one who took the ceiling off and told me and gave me the permission and the freedom and the support to do whatever I'm doing, right? So shout out to Nicole. I love you, and we gonna keep going, bro. Like she worked hard, and that's why she'll never work again, bro. She worked hard behind the scenes for us, and I just love you, bro. I love you.
Yep. So Levi, happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
11
boy.
years. Man, I love being your dad. It's the best part of my day each and every day. I'm proud of the young man you becoming. I'm excited to see the young man you continue to be. We're gonna have a great day today, man. It's up from here, man. So I love you, brother.
That's it. Hey.
Happy birthday to Daniel coming up July 11th, bro.
Daniel, July 11th.
That's big 7.
This podcast probably gonna break into about 2 or 3 parts, but on Apple, on Spotify, and on YouTube. And make sure you follow us on social media as well.
Subscribe, like, share, all of that.
Hey, you, baby.
Hey, you. Shout out to Hampton, baby.
We out.
Iris.